everyone. Well, one thing is for sure, I've been pooping out these videos at a good and steady pace, exactly like I wanted to. Yeah, there's been a lot of gaming videos lately, but you know, you can't always mix it up, and when you make a lot of videos, you're gonna start seeing some of the same stuff. But at least I'm making sure that it stays varied, as in I keep doing vlogs as well, and I keep doing meta videos as well, you know, I make sure everything pops up. Now I've been wanting to make this video since yesterday, as they released the Mario Kart 8 DLC pack. I wanted to make this video in two parts. First I want to say my 3 favorite tracks from this DLC pack. DLC pack 1 will get DLC pack 2 in May 2015, like 6 months, to celebrate the 1-year release date of Mario Kart 8. And the second part is just talk a little bit about some of the stuff I would like to see in the next update, because basically nothing has been revealed yet apart from a few characters and 1 or 2 vague track IDs. As you can see in the background already for a bit now, Wario's Gold Mine. Wario's Gold Mine was one of my favorite tracks of the Wii, and it instantly became one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks ever. I love this track. It's hard, it has turns, it has atmosphere. I mean, look at the sunset and everything. It's so amazing. Now, I'm always Morton on my Duke with my Azure rollers. I love this track for so many reasons. First of all, the HD render is fucking beautiful. It looks amazing, this track. And like I said, it already was one of my favorite tracks. I was so happy that they announced it. There were 2 tracks I want more than anything, and this was one of them. I'll talk about the other one in part 2 of this video. Just the sunset, the graphics, the low gravity. I love it that the 0 gravity, they made the track a bit more difficult that way. They removed the half-star ramps, which I like, because honestly I hated the half-pipe ramps they did on the Wii. So I like it that they removed that. But there's still like some secrets, like you can go behind it, and there's like a boost pad there and stuff. Fucking love this track. There's nothing else to say about this. It's one of my favorite tracks ever, so fuck yes. 3rd place, Wario's Gold Mine. Ice Ice Outpost. There's no describing how much I really love this level from the ground up. Let me explain. At the basic you have the music. I love this music. It reminds me of like Button Kaitos and Skies of Arcadia, these like GameCube era type RPGs. I love the music in this level. It's another ice level. Ice levels, atmospheric wise, are always really nice. Not always the best, you know, like the Super Nintendo and even that 64 one, not really my favorites. But I always like seeing them. One of the best things about this track is you have 2 lanes. You've seen it by now, and they keep interchanging. You can switch at will between lanes all the time, non-stop. It's so fucking beautiful. I love how the tracks like don't just go side by side, they go over each other, under each other. In multiplayer, especially online, it's so fucking awesome racing on this track. And then there's all these hidden shortcuts that are so hard to take. I mean, with my bike, I can hardly take the shortcuts. You really need like a super bike for them, and you already need like a mushroom for most of them. It's like the perfect multiplayer level for me, because the fact that it splits in 2, but it remains, and you can. It's so active, it's so dynamic. I love this level, and it's getting a lot of hate. Wherever I go, I see this as people's most hated level from this DLC pack. I love this level so much. It's amazing. Now, for my number 1 track, a lot of people agree with me on this one, but I have different feelings about this. You see, people keep bothering Nintendo like, ooh, you make this track. Mute City. Why don't you create a new F-Zero? Do a new F-Zero, new F-Zero this, new F-Zero that. I'm a huge F-Zero fan. It's the best racing franchise out there. I want nothing more for Nintendo to make a new one. But I'm not gonna fucking harass them non-stop. Stop fucking bitching. Take this for what it is. The music, the F-Zero music, the heavy riffs, you know. I'm a metal guy. There's an obvious reason why F-Zero is so fucking awesome. The music in F-Zero is amazing, and I love it that they used the Mute City track for this. It looks so beautiful. The backgrounds go so far. You have all the buildings and everything. It is the most beautiful track by far of this DLC pack, if not one of the most beautiful tracks in general from Mario Kart 8. There's so much depth in the level. I love the colors, the pastel-y, purple bluish colors. It's so beautiful. I don't necessarily like that it's full anti-gravity, but it's obvious they had to do that for this track. But I'm not this person who needs this anti-gravity all the time. I like it when a track has like 50-50 and like in the Toad's Harbor, I think it's called, where you like can select either to go on the road or low gravity. Nonetheless, this level is fucking perfection. I love this level. It's so much fun racing on it. The thing where you fill up and you get the rupees like that, just like you heal yourself in F-Zero, is brilliant. And I hope they will incorporate stuff like that in the next DLC pack as well. People complain about Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach. I don't mind. It's obvious they have separate slots because they have their own moves, they have their own sounds. You can't just make out the skin of a different character. They're not the same. And they're highly popular characters. Cat Peach in Japan, it's insane, you know, in Japan with their Neko culture and shit. And personally, I really like Tanuki Mario. I don't really race as Mario a lot, but I used Tanuki Mario because it was one of my favorite power-ups in Mario 3 and they brought it back, and I can understand why they did that. Personally, I don't really like Link that much, not because he doesn't fit in the game. I would have loved them if they went more for like Toon Link, for example. He would have fit better. I think Link looks a bit weird when he's like all jammed up in one of the cards, but still I like it that Nintendo is handling DLC well. They're doing what you're supposed to do. You take the game out of its bounds, and that's something I would love to see in the DLC pack too. You already have Animal Crossing. I would love at least 1 or 2 more games besides what they've already done, like to take Mario Kart into these different franchises. I would like that. That's one of the things I would like to see. I love the vehicles in this pack. I don't really drive speed bikes, I hate them, but I love the Master Bike, it looks very cool. I also love the F-Zero one, and the B-Dasher is one of my favorites in this pack. I love the B-Dasher, it looks so fucking beautiful in HD. And then you have the F-Zero kart and the Jeep. Finally another quad. Now, I don't have a lot of demands or wishes for the new DLC pack when it comes to vehicles. One thing I would love to see is you have the Animal Crossing level, the villagers. I want an Animal Crossing vehicle. Let it be the cab from Wild World, the bus from City Folk, or Gracie's original car from the GameCube, the N64 in Japan. That would be amazing, and I really wish they would incorporate that, but I have no fear. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of Animal Crossing vehicle in there. Tracks wise, one of my most wanted tracks. I already told you guys, Where is Goldmine was one of my second most wanted tracks. My most wanted tracks is my favorite track from the N64, and it's the only track that hasn't been remade yet ever of the N64. It's Wario Stadium. It's my favorite track, it's my brother's favorite track. We love racing on this. I love how wide it is, how open, and how there's not a lot of random stuff. It's really just racing in a dirt track, what I expect for karts and stuff like that. I really want this track. But Wario already has a lot of tracks. But yeah, you know, we have like 3 rainbow roads. What does it even matter still? I'm most curious somehow about the vehicles. I was of course for the tracks you want to know, but the vehicles is because they handled the vehicles so well, the carts, in this first pack, that I can't wait to see what they do with the second pack. I'm looking forward to a lot to the Animal Crossing track because I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan, so it's gonna be so fun driving through the city and the town and seeing all these villagers in the track. So yeah, in short, for the next DLC pack, I'm looking forward to vehicles. I would love an Animal Crossing themed vehicle, preferably from the game. As for tracks, Wario Stadium for a retro track. For a new track, I would like something with like a ghost house again. Worst case, bring back like a ghost house from the Super Nintendo or the one from the N64, even though I really hate that level, but just another ghost house would be cool. Yeah, characters. I think the characters are a lot better from the second DLC pack. The villager, Isabelle, Dry Bowser. I would have loved King Boo. King Boo was one of my main drivers in Mario Kart for the Wii. And I don't understand what Nintendo is doing. I mean, you can do so much still. Where is he? Where's Kamek? He would have been in the N64, but they scrapped him and they changed him for, I want to say Toad? Kamek! Or Professor Egad from Luigi's Mansion. You have so many really memorable Mario characters, and then you keep reusing these other characters, and I really think that's very weird. But yeah, at the very least, the characters from the second DLC pack, they're a lot better already than what we got in the first pack. Even though I don't complain, I still agree that Nintendo could have done a lot better. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me some of you, what are your favorite tracks? What are you most happy about in this DLC pack? And vehicle wise, and what do you expect to see most in the second DLC pack? I really care. Stay real.